The brutal reality of wealth, a wake-up call for those yearning to be rich. Navigating the online world for financial advice and business tips can be pretty confusing. People throw around the word entrepreneur a lot, and there's this common belief that getting rich is easier than it actually is. In today's video, I want to talk about the biggest misconceptions about making money, building wealth, and being an entrepreneur. Now, this video might not be for everyone. Honestly, only a few of you might take what I'm saying seriously and actually put it into action. I don't want to discourage you from starting a business or making money, but I do want you to be emotionally and rationally prepared. Those online gurus and influencers make it seem like everything is smooth sailing, but the reality of business is far from easy, at least in the beginning. So, if you're up for it, let's dive in. Anyone has the potential to become an entrepreneur. I think entrepreneurship is a talent, just like being good at playing an instrument or excelling in a sport. Some people have a knack for starting and growing businesses. But what does it mean to have talent in entrepreneurship? Well, a talented entrepreneur is someone who's really good at understanding other people. Firstly, this skill is crucial for selling and negotiating. To sell something or negotiate a deal, you need to read the other person's mind. You have to figure out if they're being honest, if you can adjust the price, and other subtle details. People don't always say what they really mean. For instance, someone might say they're not interested in a product, but they might be having a bad day or actually want it but can't afford it. So, understanding people is vital. Secondly, knowing other people's problems and frustrations helps you create a product that people actually want to buy. After all, nobody is going to purchase something that doesn't solve a problem for them. You also have to be innovative, because if there's already a successful product out there with a lot of competition, you won't get a piece of the market. Some people are naturally born entrepreneurs. It's just how their brains work. But that doesn't mean you can't become one without that natural talent. Gary Vaynerchuk says you can become a good tennis player, but you might not surpass those who were born to do it. The thing is, everyone can develop the necessary skills to be an entrepreneur. However, it's important to understand that it requires a lot of time and effort, especially in the beginning. When you start out, you might not be able to hire all the help you need, so you'll end up doing tasks you might not enjoy or that don't immediately make you money. It's not just about talent, it's about your work ethic and your willingness to sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term fulfillment and happiness. It's not as easy as it sounds though. Studies have shown that many adults struggle to see the future perspective and the consequences of their actions on their own future. Running a business is challenging. One big reason why business is tough is the hefty amount of sacrifice it demands. Success comes with a price tag, and it's not a journey everyone can or wants to undertake. I once came across a book that suggested making a list of things in your life that you're not willing to sacrifice for success. Now, some might boldly claim they're ready to do absolutely anything to succeed, but let's reconsider that. Are you truly ready to jeopardize your mental or physical well-being for success? What about your family and friends? Those are likely on your non-negotiable list. There are certain things you might need to sacrifice, like unproductive or hindering people, not so close friends, and weekends out. The level of sacrifice is directly linked to the level of success you aim for. The more you're willing to give up, the greater your chances of success. There's a saying that success occurs when your work ethic meets an opportunity. In other words, you need to work hard to spot opportunities and be ready when they come knocking. It's like being in the right place at the right time, and that happens more often if you're consistently putting in the effort. But here's the thing. Business isn't just hard because of the long hours or the need for luck. It's also about fierce competition and the constant need to reinvent yourself. You have to endure certain levels of pain, and the greater the success you're aiming for, the more pain you're likely to have to endure to achieve it. It's a challenging journey, no doubt. Competing in the market. When you're the top player in your niche, rest assured that someone is always eyeing your share of the pie. Trust is a tricky thing, and not everyone has your best interests at heart. People might turn on you or end up wasting your time. It's just the nature of the game. Creating something new or inventive. The need to constantly reinvent yourself in business is driven by the ever-changing landscape. If you don't innovate, someone else will, and they'll surge ahead. Remaining stagnant means you have no chance of staying in business for the long haul. Look at the major corporations, even giants like Google and Facebook. They're continually reinventing themselves. Just observe how much they've transformed not just in the last few years, but even the past couple of months. Adaptation is key to survival in the business world. The source of discomfort or suffering. One of the tough aspects of business is dealing with the disappointment of not reaching your goals and realizing you could have performed better. It's common to underestimate the time needed to achieve something. Take Tesla for instance, Elon Musk's car company, and SpaceX, the aerospace company. Elon is quite transparent about their goals, often with deadlines. However, hitting those deadlines doesn't always happen, and Elon himself acknowledges that they can be overly optimistic. Moreover, there's a lot of problem solving in the business world. It's like being in a constant game of chess where you have to get creative in solving problems and come up with unique solutions. If you don't, the risk of going bankrupt looms. It's undoubtedly a stressful reality. It requires a substantial amount of time. Many entrepreneurs share the view that entrepreneurship is about enduring pain for extended periods. Another perspective, offered by Dan Pena, is that the person who stays focused the longest emerges as the winner. This holds true in a competitive environment. Talent is essential, but if I outwork you, I'll likely come out on top. There's a misconception online that you can cheat or find shortcuts in business, but the truth is, shortcuts can become burdens and threaten the survival of your organization. Taking shortcuts skips crucial parts of problem solving and hinders the development of those vital skills. It's like giving a large sum of money to someone without the skills to manage and multiply it. They're likely to spend it all. So, the key is to take your time. The duration required depends on various factors like your location, the nature of your business, initial capital, and to some extent, luck. Any promise of going from 0 to $1 million in less than 2 to 3 years is likely a falsehood. Those making such promises are often selling courses, as these gurus frequently do. Success takes time and effort, and there's no magical shortcut to achieve it quickly. No need for capital to initiate a business. You do need money to run a business, but it doesn't mean you need it right away. If you plan to hire people, buy an office, or invest to expand, you'll need a lot of capital, especially for equipment and space. However, many businesses, especially online ones, can start with no money. You can begin by freelancing, find clients, save that money, and reinvest it. Later on, you can find a partner, make more money, save, and start delegating tasks like invoicing and client management. Service-based businesses are often the easiest to start with no capital. When people say they can't start a business due to money, it's usually an excuse. Many models allow you to start from your PC at almost any time. Starting a business doesn't require having connections. Having a good network is a significant advantage, but it's not a must. You can build your own network, and as the saying goes, your network is your net worth. Being around successful-minded individuals can influence you positively. You become like the people you spend time with. Creating connections with prosperous people is easier than ever thanks to tools like LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram. If those platforms don't work for you, you can find clients and then build connections through them, including getting referrals. The key is to be creative and take action, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. That's all for today. Thank you as always for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Hit the bell icon to stay updated whenever we upload a new video. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one.